Hi, welcome once again within the walls of the Carpenter Shop. We're learning together how to grow up just a little bit. The Carpenter Shop was a great place of growth for Jesus. He was busy working side by side with his earthly father Joseph. I can only imagine the questions that he asked. I can only imagine what it was like for Joseph to answer Jesus' questions. And so this is designed to share some thoughts with you that may answer questions you have, or more importantly, just to spark your thinking about spiritual things that will grow you into the masterpiece that he's trying to create here in the Carpenter Shop. James 4:14 says this: "You do not know what will happen tomorrow." Yeah, you don't. I mean, when I read that verse, my first thing is, duh. But by the same token, it's a powerful reminder. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. None of us do, because only God knows these things. If you think about timing, you've heard the phrase timing is everything. On September 16th, 2008, the Wall Street Journal's magazine Smart Money featured a cover showing two chickens hatching. Underneath those chickens hatching were these words: "Double your nest egg. Now is the time to jump into cheap stocks." It was an encouragement for readers of the magazine to jump into the stock market. On the same day that cover came out, the stock market began its worst drop since the Great Depression. It sent the nation into a deep recession on September 29th of that year, and it took years to unravel and overcome that. Again, timing is everything. And we don't know what's going to happen to us today, let alone tomorrow. But there's someone who does know. Psalm 31:15 says this: "My times are in your hand." The psalmist also said, "I will bless the Lord at all times," in Psalm 34:1. And he said, "Trust him in all times," chapter 62, verse 8. The reality is something you already know. We don't know what tomorrow holds, and we don't have the wisdom to exercise our perfect timing in all events of life, because God is indeed the great keeper of time. So what can we do? Well, we can bless him and we can trust him in all of our times. And when we don't know what to do and we feel like we're waiting on the Lord, or we feel like that we're getting impatient, we have to lean harder and trust him more and watch for him to work, because his timing is impeccable. And you and I, as followers, have the luxury of living in the impeccable timing of God. That's something to thank him for today. Even in the midst of your frustration, even in the midst of waiting, even if you feel like you screwed up and you made a bad call in the midst, just did some bad timing, thank God for his impeccable timing. Because whatever you did is not a surprise to him. And he's there, and you're not alone. I look forward to joining you next time here once again in the Carpenter Shop.